Good afternoon everybody, it's Denise here, Denise Junk Journals UK. Thank you so much for joining me. It is lovely to have you here. It's a beautiful sunny summer's day, Saturday. We're late afternoon and the sun hasn't quite, it's nearly here but hasn't quite hit my window yet. But it has cooled off a little bit. We're definitely in the mid to higher 20s instead of into the 30s, which is brilliant. So yes, I'm enjoying being here. There is no draft coming in the window unfortunately, but we can't have everything, can we? So it is, I've not been here for a couple of days, so yeah, it's just been way too hot. 32 I think yesterday we had it. It was just crazy. So we've either been sat in the garden in the shade, you know, trying to catch a breeze, or we've been in the front room watching the Olympics with the fan on. So yeah, that's where I've been. Right, it's using up your stash day, isn't it? Saturday stash crash. And I've got lots of them, lots of brown envelopes here that I want to make some ephemera out of. Now I've got some fussy cut pieces from the Edwardian Gardens, which is the new kit that I'm going to be using by Tanya at Tatty Treasure, and I have got just a couple, only picked two out. These are fussy cuts from Tina at Shabby Dabby Doodah. I'm going to make a couple of these to put in the Yellow Roses journal that you would have seen the other day, and I'm making a couple to put in this journal which we haven't started yet. So I thought what I'd do, I do like putting envelopes together and using the flaps, although they don't look very, I might be wrong. Oh, there's a big bus going past the end of the road. It might be okay. Yeah, I do like putting flaps inside each other and making, you know, flip ups and things. So that's what I'm thinking I'm going to do. I want two of each. I probably want two of each and one for my ideas book, but I won't do that many on camera. We'll probably do two here with you guys. So no, don't do that. I was going to glue them together, but what I want to do is glue them together and then it'll be flipped down like that. One of these, I mean, I love these vases, just gorgeous. One of these on the front and then it flips up. Now, shall we have journaling on that bit and a flip up pocket there? A tuck up pocket, that's what yeah, I think that's what we'll do. So I think I'll stamp behind this one. I've brought the Edith Holtz. It's not the first time I've named her that, is it? Edith Holden. It's because it's the H, you see. Holtz just follows naturally. Edith Holden stamp that I've had donkey's years, to put some stamping on the back of the front because I like the colour of the, you know, the craft colour. And then I've got two pieces of paper, kind of scrap papers here from Tidying Up. I like that green one quite a lot actually. Yeah, so I thought I might cover the back of it. So I want a divot in there. I'm thinking I'd like to cover it first and then, just looking for my ruler, it's not in there. Then I can cut the divot out at the same time. So let's have the upside down one. Very flat. They've obviously been mass made in a hurry, these envelopes. Yeah, so I want to see a bit of that around the outside. Not a lot, but a bit. The craft envelopes, I really want that at about 8. Just slightly over 8 centimetres or slightly over 3 inches. So 8 by, and I want it to come past that gluey bit. You probably can't even see it, so what are we looking? Just over 10 or about 4 inches. Just over 8 by just over 10. Remember that because I'm going to do it on this. So will we fit in? No, we won't. Just trim it down a little. So it fits. There's a nice scrap. Oops, me scrap box. Scraps on Sunday tomorrow. This is a nice square edge, so we can use it. I like the distressedness of it. So let's do the 10 that way. So I wanted it just over, didn't I? Yeah, about 4 inches, just over 10. So we'll go there. And then 8. I'm going to do 2 out of this green one. The 2 for the Edwardian Gardens, I think. Yeah, just about 8 1/4, wasn't it? I wanted thereabouts. Oh, move that out of the way. I'm not sure how square that is actually, but we'll try it on the envelope and see, shall we? Okay. Oh, yeah, the sun has now... Where's my upside down one? Did I just put it back on there? The sun has now hit the windowsill. Just give me a few more minutes, please. Oh yeah, that fits pretty well actually. And I'll have the same down there for writing on. I suddenly decided I wanted to ink them. So where's the ink? There. Because there's not an awful lot showing around the edge, but whoops. Just to give it a dark outline. Nothing too much. And this is the top one. A lot of that's going to be cut off, but might as well do this side while I'm at it, haven't I? And yeah, I'll probably stick these two on and then make the next, you know, do two more ready while this one's drying a little bit, so that I can punch the divot out without moving everything. So I hope you're all well. What was I was thinking about these wage slips actually when I got them out. Wage slip envelopes, wage envelopes, what would you call them? Coin envelopes. Do I want to ink that? Not sure if I do. Gosh, let's try some green on it. I've got green here somewhere. Scorched timber. Yeah, it brought back memories. And I thought, oh, I must share those. I've had my green out, I must have put it away somewhere. Because I was trying it on the envelope and then I decided I wanted that one. So maybe I put, yes I did, I can see it. The stamping on. Yeah, I used to get my wages like this in an envelope when I first started work. Am I rocking the table there? Need a green dollar. And I just remember the excitement. I used to get paid weekly. I think my first wage was £64 something, and you know, some pence a week. And that was, I was working in a factory, a factory that made jackets for Marks and Spencer's. And I used to examine them, you know, the little numbers that they put inside saying examined by. Yeah, I put thousands of those in Marks and Spencer's jackets when I was young. This is when I left college the first time, much to Mum's annoyance, because, well, it wasn't college, well, it was college, it was sixth form, and I really hated it. They just didn't treat you like the adult that I was. They treated me like a child. So I did go back to university in the end and get all my my degrees and what have you, but yeah, at 17 I was like, no, this is not the place for me. Gosh, this is becoming a long story, isn't it? Anyway, she said, well, she was most annoyed, but she knew how to handle me. I was rather a grown-up, I guess, at 17, in my mind anyway. I'm doing it with this for speed. I'll have to get it in the right place though. So she said, well, you needn't think that I'm keeping you. If you're not going to college, you best get yourself a job, because how else are you going to, you know, keep yourself? So off I did and get myself a job. So I ended up in the factory anyway for a couple of years, and I quite enjoyed it. But yeah, my first wage was £64, I said, and then I moved to another company, another Marks and Spencer's company. Oh no, I got it wrong. The first one I worked at was a Knicker. They made underwear. And yeah, I used to examine those. And then I moved on to another company, sewing company locally, that made the jackets. So yeah, I started out in underwear and moved on to jackets. And I remember, because it was a big jump from £64 a week to 72. You know, living at home with no overheads, that was pretty good. I think I used to give Mum £15 or something like that. I think she used to spend a lot more than that on me. She probably just took it as a token gesture, so that I didn't think life was free, I'm sure. Anyway, so yeah, I used to get my pay in one of these with everything written on it, your tax and everything. And I remember, this is the memory that came flooding back to me, I used to I mean, I used to spend all my money, don't get me wrong. I wasn't much of a saver. Although I did buy a flat when I was single, and I think I was like, oh no, I had my 18th birthday in there, so yeah, must have saved. I bought myself, you know, a flat, mortgage and all that malarkey. But when I got my wages each week, before that, when I was living at home with Mum, whatever the change was, so it would have been £64 and something, you know, like 75 pence, something like that. I used to spend that odd pence on myself straight away every week, you know, for something. So, and I was thinking about the things you could get there with, like, you know, it'd be anything, I guess, up to about 90 pence, and then after that would have been a full pound. Shall I do a pink one with this one? Yeah. So it should be the same dimensions, shouldn't it? And yeah, I was thinking about the things I used to buy and the things you could get. So this might take some of you ladies down memory lane, because I was sat thinking. Well, I think I could probably, because I did go to the pub, I'm afraid. No, I'm not afraid. I loved it when I was young. I was thinking that I could get 2 halves of lager for that, I'm sure. Fairly sure. Is that my 10? Just over 10, Denise, not just under. That actually, that end's not very good. Let's turn it round. I'll cut that end off, that's it. But I would buy something like a pair of, this was the one that tickled me most, like white lacy tights were all the thing. Remember those ladies? White lacy tights. I loved them. Or sometimes sparkly tights, but I loved the white lacy ones. Oh, that took a bit of cutting up, didn't it? We're all right though. Some eyeshadows from Boots. Yeah, you could get a duo, an eyeshadow duo for much less than £1. I was just trying to think what, that one's not very straight either. What else I might buy? Let me know, ladies, what you used to buy when you was first earning and still not straight. You know, had a bit of pin money or pocket money on your side. I think it probably would have paid for me to go in the pictures as well. The pictures, you know what I mean by the pictures? The cinema, that's it. That definitely looks too big. Have I done that 10 by 10? And have I just thrown the bit away that I cut? Yes, I've done that 10 by 10. Fool. Too excited telling you about my spends when I was young. So, any memories for you guys with the wage slip packets? I'm sure there'll be people younger than me that remember them as well, but definitely anybody older, I would think. As far as I knew, very, very few people had the wages paid into the bank. I did have a bank account and a checkbook. Very grown up, aren't you, when you suddenly get a bank account and a checkbook. And I said I spent it, but I did save it and spend it on big things. I bought a moped to get me to work and back, because I used to go on a bicycle. So yeah, I bought myself a moped, put a deposit down on it with some money Mum gave me when my nana passed away. That, you know, had been left to Mum, so I put a deposit down on that. My sister had a house, so I think she gave her the same. Wasn't a lot. I mean, Nana didn't leave a lot. People didn't in those days, did they? I think they considered themselves well off as pensioners, but nothing like today's pensioners. Most pensioners, not all. But yeah, I bought that. And like I say, I bought my flat eventually, so we didn't have to have a huge deposit back then. It was do you remember the Barrett houses, if you're in the UK, or the Barrett flats? Loved it, absolutely loved it. I lived there when I met Neil. But yeah, I put the small deposit down on that. And that was me. And then, of course, once once you've got a house, all the spending on eyeshadows and lacy tights and what have you has to be reined in a bit. Oh, did I stick those on the right side? Yeah, because I nearly didn't there. Oops, down a bit. That was lucky. I did just get time to move, although it's gone sideways a bit now. No, it is where it is now, Denise. Oh, I've made myself dry with all that gossiping. And the inside, it's so hard to tell. Yes, you are. Ooh. Dog outside having a bit of yap. Just before I turned the camera on, there was a couple of young ladies, girls, young girls, teenagers I think, having a bit of a contretemps out there, bit of a shout at each other. Not nasty, but, you know, like friends. Friends having a shout at each other. Thought, oh, I hope they're not going to start again, but they seem to have gone. Yeah, they're nice, aren't they? Right, so I need to cut the divot in one. That's what I need to do before I can glue them together. Oops. Right, how can I find out if you're in the middle? You really can't, Denise. You just have to go with it. I just wanted a nice big, not too bad there actually. Quite impressed with that. Yeah, I wanted quite a nice big divot because they are quite a tall pocket. Be difficult, and a little flap. Be difficult to get things in and out. Not bad, not bad. Okay, I'll leave those a few minutes longer. Oh, I didn't want to. I only wanted a divot in one. What do you think to pink and green together? I don't think they're going to go with what I wanted. Oh well, this one is going to be, this one's going to be a double pocket, and the other one will be a. It's a good job I got them nearly the same place. Look, that's pretty good actually. Yeah. Well, these things evolve. Double pocket would never have entered my thought process, so you know, it could be sideways as well. It doesn't. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. That is a good idea. So this one can be like a wallet opening sideways. Have I gone too close? No, I don't think so. Oh, I've got one little stray. Well, it's not little, a long stray grey hair. I mean, my hair's all grey, but very grey, wiry grey, unruly grey. And it escapes. I've got my hair pulled back off my face. It escapes every time, and it will insist on tickling my nose as if it does it on purpose. So aggravating. It's doing it now. I have considered cutting it off, but I'm sure another one would just grow in its place. Right, I probably want that to dry a few minutes before I bend it over, but yeah, I'm going to do that one that way on and make it like a wallet. Right, just cut one divot. Have I glued you down? There we go. Just one. Could I be as lucky a second time? Not quite. Not quite as central as that one, but I'm having it as an upper. I don't mind. I don't suppose that matters at the minute. Until I decorate. So I'm going to leave the back of it in the, you know, the brown craft coloured envelope, so that I'm not wasting paper if I glue them down. And then if I don't glue them down, if they end up going in a pocket, that can be, you know, journaling still. I'm hiccuping. I was hiccuping earlier when I was doing a vlog. Don't know what it is. Must be ready for something to eat or drink or something. So annoying. Maybe I'm not breathing properly. Are you dry enough, do you think, for me to fold you over? I can always, if it comes up, I can always re-glue it, can't I? Okay, let's flatten that. Right, do I like that not covered because I've got a flap? I might just trim those a little bit more, those. I know my ruler's making a noise every time I move it. Oops. Just so they're not crashing into each other when it closes. Oh, there's people out in the street. I don't know if you can hear them or not. Oh, and children. Hopefully you can't. But usually they're just walking past, so if you can. Unless they're visiting the old folk across the road. They should soon be gone. Yeah, that's it. That's fine. So I'll do the same on this one, I think. Just on this one. This side. It's just where the divot's cut out. It's free. It's roaming free. Oops. What did you do there? That's it. So of course I could have, if I glued them together, put more ink round. But I've not. We've got one bigger than the other there. It could be the way I folded the flaps. Let's make them level. Oh, we've got a dot on the front of you. Well, level-ish. So yeah, that's better for writing and that's for up-tucking. So I'm going to start with this one, I think, sideways on. Blue page here, yeah. And like I say, I've got this stamp and I've brought forest moss. So I just want to put some of this round the outside. Decide what's, oh, isn't that gorgeous? Let's go with that one. I absolutely love these vases. Did I say that once? I think I might have. Edwardian Gardens. You'll see it soon. I mean, it's in Tanya's Patreon and Etsy store now, I believe. So, and there'll be freebies that, you know, go with it. Choose a different part of the stamp. So it's not greeny green, it is a mossy colour. I like it though. I like it on that craft coloured. Come on, Denise. What was I putting on it? Did I just shuffle them all up again? Because didn't I have one? Was it that one? Big one? Oh no, you're too big for that way. You need to be, oh, all gorgeous. Or maybe it was that one. Yeah, it was that one, look. I think I might want a label behind it. Look, I've taken my label out of the little drawers, or one of, oh, I got all those in a drawer, I don't know. I've got 3 drawers of labels, but I've emptied one into here. Just so much easier for digging around in. Yeah, I might want a label behind it, I'm thinking. They're nearly all Tanya's, but not all. Let's just try a few colours. That's quite nice. I think I like that one. I'm just going to go with it because I liked it straight away. So I'm not going to ink round it. It has got a slight, slight white edge, not much. It just helps it stand out where you can see it on the craft card. Oh, that's a shame. That's a lovely piece of the stamp behind there, but it's got to be. Yeah, that's it. Like it. I'm not making the tags for them today. That's not necessarily a big job when I'm using them. And I don't really know what I want in them yet. So I'm just making the little envelopes. I think I'll do both of these with, well, yeah, I'll do both these with the Edwardian Garden ones, and then off camera I will do, this is from the Edwardian Garden as well. Goes nice with the pink, doesn't it? But I do love these. Now let's have one of these. They've got pink flowers on them. Let's have the biggest one we can, that one. Yeah, I'll do the ones for Tina's roses. Junk journal. Maybe tomorrow. I'm not doing anything after this. I've had quite a busy day. Laundry mainly. And just getting the house back to something again while Neil's at work. I don't know what I've been doing. I've had a busy day. I don't really know what I've been doing, but I've been busy. Let's go with that big one. I think I want the same. I want a label up there, but perhaps not such a as big. More of a long thin. Well, that's nice. I might put that. That's one of Tina's. I'll put that with Tina's roses as well, and then a little bit too small. Oh, I don't know. Quite like you down there. Can you see it? I can't really see in here. There we go. Let's share the. Oh no. Share the view. No, because I've got that there. I think I want something a bit plainer, but different. What do I want? I don't know. Just let it find me. I think I want something a little bit longer. No, too fancy. Long and thin. Oh, what are you? Are you long and thin? Well, not really. No. That one? Yeah, I think that one. Being picky, aren't I? But, so let's put these two down first. Something a bit different. I've enjoyed making them. I'm sure they'll be, making a comeback again in a few weeks' time, these envelopes, to finish them off. I've been chatting to Tanya this morning while we were both doing our various things and, you know, on phone, via texting, chatting. And, oh, where was I going with that now? I've forgotten. Oh, yeah, we was talking about, you know, when it's winter and not very nice outside, it's nice to be fastened up in your room and you get so much more done. Whereas summer, you've got to go out and live your life, go out and do some life. And you just don't get on top of the jobs. I think we're kind of both in that situation at the moment, but life is life. The craft table will always be here, won't it? The craft room will always be here. Whereas the weather and the people around us, you never know for sure. I absolutely love that one. Everything about it. So I think they do want a bit of fancy inside. They want a bit of something going on inside. But like I say, I will do that when I actually do the journal. But they definitely want something, whether it be stamping or some more embellishment or, you know, something. But, you know, gorgeous on the outside. Let me bring you in close and have a good look, because I think I'm well pleased with those. Lovely. Okay, that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed it. I've made it short, one, because, like I say, I'm going to go and rest now, and two, so hopefully it won't take too long to upload. But I'll see you tomorrow for Scrappy Sunday. Bye for now.